Hey guys, sorry about uploading this so late. I had a meeting after my meeting. So I literally just got home and I'm recording this now for you. Alright, so I'll start off by reading the story for you. You are running late for school, so you call a cab. The cab driver gives you the following information about how much she charges. Sorry, there are some mistakes to this. Anyways, whoa. There is an initial cost of $4.50, right? So that is at, I just like writing notes. So that's at the beginning, right? Cool. It costs, the next line says, it costs 75 cents per mile. Okay, that sounds like what they're going to keep adding on. This is huge, this next line. Fractions of hours will be multiplied by the 75-cent rate. So that basically means any decimal, right? Like any fraction can be included. That's going to help us out when we get to number 1. Anyways, they gave us a constraint. Actually, your test doesn't really worry about constraints, but it's still important to know them for the next test. But your trip is no more than 9 miles. Okay, so there is an error when I was looking at this. It should say fractions of miles. So you see how it says hours right here? Can you please cross that out and put miles? And then also up here is the variable x, the number of, I should say miles again over here. So once again, cross this out where it says hours and put miles above it. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, so for me, I don't know, like these questions are important up here, but for some reason, I just feel it's necessary to go straight to doing a table. That's what I like doing. Alright, so this test does not ask you to write a function rule, but it's still important to do it. So I'm going to do it over here. So function rules always start with f of x, right? Equals. We know we said this is at the beginning, so it'll be 450. Plus, they're going to keep adding this 75-cent rate, right? Don't forget that decimal. 75 cents. And we usually put x right there, right? If you forgot, which I hope you didn't, when we're doing these tables, since we're talking about the beginning, I want you to start with 0, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. And then, remember, this equation down here, this function rule that you just made, you could put that in the calculator, remember? You could put in y equals. So you can knock it out that way. Or some of you guys are really good at looking at this and saying, oh, the 450 is by itself. So you know what? I know it's going to be $4.50 at the beginning. Then each time, they're going to add 75 cents on top of it, right? So if I had $4.50 and I added 75 cents, I would now have $5.25. Whoa. And if I add another 75 cents, we're going to now have $6. And then you just keep going. 675. Oops. 750. And 825, right? Cool. Done. And then you have to graph it. So remember we said you could skip every other line. Whoa, I'm tripping. 0. Skip 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to make sure I get up to at least this number. And then 5. You see how this is, they're not whole numbers, right? You've got some decimals. It might be a good idea for you to skip by like, I don't know. Let's do, can I do 25 cents? No, that won't get me all the way up. Yeah, let's skip by 25 cents. I'm going to pause the video and do that real quick because it would take forever for you to watch. Alright, so I just finished writing all these numbers. To be honest, going back, do you see how I only went up to 6 and I should have gone up to like 8.25? Maybe it would have been a better idea to skip by 50 cents, right? But I'm just going to go with it. If you did this, it'd be okay also. Anyways, don't forget this is X and this is Y, right? X, Y. Okay. So when X is 0, I've got to go up to 450. So when X, which is down here, is 0, I'm going to go up to $4.50. When X is 1, which is here, I'm going to go up to $5.25. So that would be up here. And then when X is 2, Y is 6. So 2 is on this line. That is the worst 2 I've ever made in my life. Anyways, it would go up here. Bam. I'll tell you right now, if you leave your graph like this, you're not going to get full credit because you know what? I know that since they are telling me that fractions of hours will be multiplied, for real, I'm actually answering number 1. I know that it is going to be continuous. Right? Why? Okay. Oh, what's happening? Okay. Since it is continuous, you guys have learned that you can't leave your dots like this, right? That means it is a discrete function. You have to connect your dots in order to prove to me that you know it is continuous, right? Anyway, so that's the table and graph. Hopefully that helped. If you needed it, if you didn't, sorry for wasting your time. Alright, so is the variable x the number of miles, sorry again for saying hours, continuous or discrete? I'm going to say it is continuous. Because they told us that fractions of hours could still be charged. That's it. Done. Number 2. Is this function increasing? Remember, there's some academic vocab, right? Or decreasing? Increasing means it's going up. Decreasing means it's going down. If I look at my graph, it is super easy to tell that my function is increasing, right? You read it from the left to the right. And it's going up. That's pretty obvious, right? So, let me write that. And don't forget, you see how it says justify your reasoning? Remember, justify means you have to explain. I'm going to just put that there. So a sample answer could be the function, whoa, I can't spell, is increasing because this is going to sound like kind of dumb, but whatever. The points on the graph are going up. Right? You can say that. Or you can say the function is increasing because the values in the table are going up. Or getting bigger. Right? Whatever. Like whatever you want to say. You can also look at this. The numbers are getting bigger, right? Alright, cool. Number 3, that's the one that might be a little trickier. Let me write it down. I like being neat. So I'm going to do my domain under here. I'm going to do a little underline because of my vowels. Okay. Range. Remember, domain is with your x's. Range is with your y's, right? Like range is like sing like me, right? Like that girl that Karen sang in our class. Yeah, she was pretty awesome. Anyways, so domain. So first off, sorry, it's continuous, right? You do not want to set up like this because that would mean it is discrete, right? It is not discrete, so you don't want to do that, right? The other thing we took notes on today, right, is that if you're telling me it is continuous, you've got to set it up like this, right? less than or equal to, less than or equal to, y less than or equal to, right? Okay. Alright, now we need to find out what goes here. And this is a little tricky, so bear with me, right? The constraint that they told us is that it could go no more than 9 miles, right? It can't go past that, right? That's how much you can afford. So, the easiest way to do that, well, there are two ways. The easiest way is to make this table keep going until 9. Actually, that's not the easiest way. Or, you can go to your calculator, put the equation, put this in y equals. You can put this in y equals and go down to 9, right? And get your answer. I know not everyone has a calculator. So if you got that, cool, you can skip ahead. But I know everyone doesn't have a calculator, so you can do it this way also. So once again, I can go up to 9, right? 9 miles. So let me write that down. I've got 6, 7, 8, 9. Bam, 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 bam. Let me make some lines so I know what I'm doing. Some separation in my life. Alright, cool. I'm still adding by 75 cents, right? So $8.25. If I had 75 cents, it's now going to be $9. And it'll be $9.75. And then it'll be 10. Whoa. $10.50. And then it'll be $11.25. This helps you so. Whoa. This helps you so much. It's ridiculous. So, for domain, my smallest x, right, is here. Smallest. Right there. It's 0. Let me move this out the way. And then I need my biggest one also. My biggest x is right here. It's 9. That makes sense. So, what I would do is I would write down that my domain, right, my x's go from 0 to 9. Okay? From smallest to biggest. We're going to do the same thing with range, which is y's, right? My smallest one is right here, $4.50. And my biggest one, it's nice, it goes in order, is at the bottom, and it is $11.25. So bam and bam. Let me write that down real quick. My handwriting is horrible right now, so I'm just going to type it. $4.50 to, what was it? $11.25. Done. Alright. Okay. That should be the gist of what we've done. I know number 4, we kind of hit on it. If you're able to answer it tomorrow on the test, that's cool. If not, it's okay. You're going to be able to answer this question on Friday. But just for the heck of it, I'm going to say what it is anyways. So are there any intercepts on your graph? Remember, an intercept is where this line either touches the x-axis or the y-axis. And you can see pretty easily that there's a point right here, right, on the y-axis. That is really ugly. So, you would say, yes, there is a y-intercept, because it's on the y-axis, right? At, let me get this, 0, right? The x value is 0, and the y value is 450. Oh, it's right here. Look at that. So I'd write a coordinate for it, right? Yes, there's a y-intercept at 0, comma, 450. Done. That's not a comma. Bam. That's it. Alright guys, so if you study this, you will be in great shape for tomorrow. Basically the front of this sheet, right? So once again, this is what I just did. If you can do that, you'll be solid tomorrow, okay? Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Why are you still watching this? You should have stopped. You should be studying right now. I'm gonna keep drawing though. Alright, peace.